Hello everybody, how are you all? This is Karthik Poovanam and I'm a leadership coach and an author. Why are people insecure? Or what is the basis of insecurity? Well, so working with people from over 35 countries and people from all walks of life, right from the top business heads to the senior leadership team and young children, all of them suffer from insecurity, especially in relationships, especially in terms of job. In fact, most of the problems that exist, the emotional crisis that people go through, can be somewhere linked to insecurity. In fact, the politics that happen in the office can also be linked to insecurity. When insecurity is playing such a significant role, I think it's time that we look at it in a very completely open manner. Now, insecurity is happening to people because there is lack of fulfillment in their life, and people don't try to address fulfillment. Lack of insecurity is existing in people's life because they have been deprived of love from their childhood. Now you may say, my parents didn't allow me, I have kids, don't I love them? Ask yourself, do you love them or do you have fear for them? This is something you got to really and seriously introspect. Today, a lot of parents, they don't have a good bonding with their children. A lot of children, they don't have good bonding with their parents. Why? It's simply because there is deep levels of resentment. And all of this is happening because there is no love. Because there is no love, there is no fulfillment. And because there is no fulfillment, there is insecurity. Have you ever found yourself to be insecure about a boy or a baby, or if doesn't matter who they are, when they have a 5-star in their hand or a Candy Crush chocolate in their hand or they have a toffee in their hand? No, right? You have insecurity about those things which you can lose. For example, if you have a wife who is beautiful and you have fought with her, now there is insecurity and there is fear that you might lose her. If you are in a relationship, you're not married, and one of your partners is also talking to various other people, there is an insecurity about that person because you feel you might lose that person. Now you need to address this deeply. It's not about the other, it's about you. There is lack of fulfillment in you. You don't feel filled, you don't feel complete, and that is where this whole insecurity business has. It's not a business, it's life. I can understand it. It pains, and it's very, very important that you address this. Very important. And life is so amazing. Let me tell you, I feel so amazing to live a life without any insecurities. This is very important. And it's extremely important that you understand that most of the crisis in the world is because people are insecure. The borders exist because there is insecurity. What are security issues? Insecurity. People are feeling insecure. A human being is feeling insecure in the presence of another human being largely describes the state of how poor the internal states are. Until and unless you are going to address this poverty, the internal poverty and the internal crisis, you will never be able to resolve any problem in this world. Maybe technological advancement can come, but what is it doing? Is a very serious introspection you got to ask. 10,000 years before, how happy you were, your generation was, and how happy we are right now is one question we got to address ourselves. Are we joyful? more the knowledge, more the information, more the levels of insecurity. Today, people living in good houses feel very, very insecure about their position. I feel actors, look at Bollywood, look at Hollywood, there is large levels of insecurity. You can literally see this. There is any new person comes and he does a good film, there is a good business, there is politics behind that person. The person who's already established tries to play politics. There is no sincere wish of growth, and therefore you will have the same players being played again and again and again and again. You have the same kind of a production house trying to do the things again and again and again. Until and unless we resolve this crisis, which I call as insecurity crisis, this internal crisis, there's not going to be any solution. And it's time the leaders of the world, the members of the family, everyone, no matter which part of the world you belong to, address this. Have a great day and stay blessed. This is Karthik Poovanam.